Making people lie.
Who's making people lie?
Kami, kaya namin takutin ng Marines. Tatakutin namin sila. Ayaw nga nila ng protection eh. Kasi nga kaya nila yung sarili nila. Paano sila matatakutin? Di ba? We're offering them security and people here are present. We're there when the Marines. May nakangiti pa yun, may tumatawa pa nga eh. May kinikilig pa nga habang pumipirma eh. Tuwan-tuwa eh. Oh.
Sir, doon daw po sa fabricated na affidavit, dinadawit ng sinasabi na pinipilit ng ombudsman na idawit si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Bakit po kaya?
Hindi ko alam yun. Hindi ko alam yun. Hindi ko pa nababasa yung affidavits. Pero basta ako, I stand by the work that we do here. I stand by the work that we do here.
Bumaliktad na nga ang 4 na ex-Marines na tinatawag din mga Maleta Boys na dating bodyguard ni Ko, kung saan sinabi nila noon na sila ay inuutusan ni Ko na mag-deliver ng mga male-maletang mga pera mula sa flood control projects sa mga iba't ibang mga personalidad. So ngayon ay inibahan nila yung kanilang salita, inibahan nila yung kanilang paninindigan, nag-recant sila, inibahan nila yung kanilang dating sinumpaang salaysay. Bumaliktad sila. Marami silang mga inibahan sa kanilang testimonya. So, alamin natin kung sino nga ba yung pinaniniwala ang mga tao na nasa likod or utak ng kanilang pagbaliktad ayon kay Ombudsman Rimulya. So, panoorin ninyo ang video ito.
We should look at the lawyers again on the role of lawyers in our society. Kasi, lawyers, you're supposed to defend your client to the very end. Tama yan. Pero, when you start obstructing justice and start coming up with schemes to frustrate the ends of justice, then you become complicit in the crimes committed. Kaya, ano yan, mabigat yan. And we will make sure that Attorney Baligod will be there to answer questions, even before the court. And of course, we know these people freely on their own went with one of the ombudsman people to go to the locations, and they were the ones who pointed at specific locations where they delivered the money. Oh, meron yan. So, we can easily, we will ask them who were their lawyers, and we will ask the courts to discipline them when the time comes, when the proper time comes. I think we've had enough of these antics of the lawyers. No? Enough antics. And if they think that it's the same thing over and over again, that they can just play hardball with us while violating their code of ethics, then watch out. We will not let it pass. Hindi namin palalampasin to. It's up to them. If they really want to fight it out that way, dirty, then we will just go to the Supreme Court and ask them to be defrocked and to be taken out of the role of attorneys.
Sir, sinong lawyer po yung nire-refer nila?
No, I don't know. We will ask to whom it may be concerned.
Okay.
Whoever they are. Kahit sino pa sila.
Sir, just a couple of more, no? Direct na. May allegation na somebody from the ombudsman, I don't know who, hindi naman nakalagay din sa affidavit, no? Na may prepared statement, he was threatened to sign it. Just that allegation, sir, your comment, please.
Yun nga, sinabi ko nga eh. Meron rin naman kami recording eh.
Okay.
Ng lahat eh. Nung nangyari eh. May recording kami ng lahat. Kaya, okay lang yan. Kasi nga, some lawyers think that it's still the same old days, that they can frustrate the ends of justice that way. We will not take it sitting down. Lalabanan namin sila hanggang dulo. We will identify them and make sure that they get dropped from the role of attorneys.
Sir, just last.
Play dirty, then you have to face up to the consequences of playing dirty with us. With the Filipino people, ha? Hindi lang kami. Taong bayan yan.
Sir, last na lang. What is the legal status po of the counter affidavits? Because basically, the way...
No. The counter affidavits are there for us to use. The affidavits are there for us to use, and we will use them. Okay. And if they want to recant it, so be it. But it will be in court already.
Okay. Sir, does it weaken or strengthen your case against the speaker?
Actually, neither. It doesn't weaken or strengthen. But of course, it just points out to the fact that there are people working on his behalf to obstruct the ends of justice.
Can we elaborate, please?
Making people lie.
Who's making people lie?
Kami, kaya namin takutin ng Marines. Tatakutin namin sila. Ayaw nga nila ng protection eh. Kasi nga kaya nila yung sarili nila eh. Paano sila matatakutin? Di ba? We're offering them security and people here are present. We're there when the Marines, may nakangiti pa, may tumatawa pa nga eh. May kinikilig pa nga habang may pirma eh. Tuwan-tuwa eh. Oh.
Sir, doon na po sa fabricated na napidabit, dinadawit ng sinasabi na pinipilit ng ombudsman na idawit si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Bakit po kaya?
Hindi ko alam yun. Hindi ko alam yun. Hindi ko pa nababasa yung affidavits. Pero basta ako, I stand by the work that we do here. I stand by the work that we do here.
Pero wala pong pagpipilit mula po sa ombudsman na papirmahin sila ng panibagong pinabit?
Wala. Whatever they signed before stands. And they will be examined in accordance with the statements they made. Hindi sila, we will not, if they have to be treated as hostile witnesses, so be it. But their testimonies will be there in front of people to show that people who stole money are willing to frustrate the ends of justice so they can get away with what they did. Gusto nila makawala, subukan nila. Pero ito, we stand by it and we will present it in court. Mike.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon po. Lianas Kapanti, GMA News Online. Sir, yung counsel of record po kasi at that time of these ex-bodyguards is Attorney Baligod.
Yes.
Do you feel that Attorney Baligod somehow intentionally misled the ombudsman and the ex-bodyguards as well? Given
Baligod
the
is a very colorful character. That's what he is. I mean, from the PDAF days, you do your research on what Mr. Baligod did during the PDAF cases of Napoles. Pag-aralan nyo.
colorful meaning, sir, he's not always in
he's
good faith?
Well, pag-aralan nyo yung ginawa niya. You do your research, I'm telling you, about what he did in the PDAF cases.
Sir, given that...
It's a challenge on you as journalist. Investigate nyo. Tingnan nyo. Don't ask me. You ask around. I'm not the best source for what kind of person he is. I think other people can tell you.
Sir, given these recent developments, can you say na trustworthy pa ba si Attorney Baligod?
Was he ever?
Okay. Sir, i-ano ko lang, sir, yung second question ko po. Asking confirmation lang po if indeed the Ombudsman filed 9 counts of graft against Congressman Noel Rivera of Tarlac.
Yes, we did.
Flood control cases
Yes.
po ba ito?
Conflict of interest. May kasamang flood control.
Conflict of interest, sir, as to why? Meron ba siya...
Contractor.
Meron siyang sariling construction firm na nanalo ng
Contractor.
may government contract?
Contractor.
Okay, sir. Thank you po. Sir, yung next ko po, what can we expect from the Ombudsman now that the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee deferred all flood control investigations po sa inyong office?
It's really about time that it's given to us. All the evidence and all the statements are given to our office to do it. Ano yan eh? Meron na namang process na ginagawa to make sure that the ends of justice are met. And we're doing it. We're here every day. Kahit kahapon, walang pasok lahat, andito kami. Pumapasok kami, nagtatrabaho kami.
Will this speed
You
up?
were here. I think you know that. Oh.
Will this speed up the filing of cases po before the Sandigan Bayan or any
Yung
other
ano,
lower
yung-
courts?
Yung
Kayo, since Ombudsman na lang po yung mag-investigate, mas speed up po ba yung filing of cases?
Well, it was a big help when the Senate was giving us the evidence. But I think that we have learned our way through already. Ano na kami? we're almost 10 months in office. Almost 10 months na kami. By, was it Monday? Ano ba ngayon? Monday ba? Oh, I was appointed 10 months ago on Monday. So that should be, by that time, our learning curve is there already. Natutunan na namin yung dapat matutunan dito. Yung sumandal. Yung sumandal.
Apo.
Malalaki likod dyan.
Sir, update lang po on the Ombudsman's bid to enlist former Public Works Chief Manny Bonoan as state witness. Tuloy po pa po ba yun?
We are still, he will be our witness. And we will act on the proper time. We're not frustrated by that. It's okay. It's something that the court, in its exercise of discretion, may not grant to us immediately, but it will happen. Yes, ang KMR kami. Tsaka, hindi, he will still be a witness for us. He will cooperate with the government.
Sir, meaning regardless kung ma-discharge siya dun sa existing cases,
I think that's
pwede pa rin siyang maging
pwede pa rin
witness sa
naman.
iba?
Hindi naman sa regardless. We still want him to be given a special status kasi nga, he's a cooperating witness. I think that it's very common in criminal law to have cooperating witnesses treated better than others.
Sir Camille po from TV5. Sir, balikan ko lang po yung kay Martin Romualdez. So I believe, sir, na you mentioned na po before na isa rin po sa mga pinagbasehan para dun sa application po ng PHDO against Romualdez, yung naging affidavit nga po nitong 18.
Among others.
Among
others.
sir.
I mean, that's not the only evidence that we have. Marami kami ibang ebidensya pa.
Pero sir, ano lang po yung assurance sa public? Kasi baka po isipin nila na, ayan na, nag-recant na yung iba, baka naman hindi na tatayo
Ang recantation
ito.
is frowned upon by the courts. That is the way that the courts are supposed to treat recantations. Especially, ito nga, twice na nag-issue ng testimonies against Romualdez, itong mga to. Kaya, when we bring them up as hostile witnesses, makikita nyo naman lalabas namin sila as hostile witnesses.
Sir, what will happen doon sa apat na since nag-recant sila, itong affidavit ay
They'll be
dadalhin
charged.
ba dito?
They'll be charged.
What charge, sir?
To be part of the, as part of the, we will do it. We will, as one of the accused. Na-charge namin sila.
In which case?
That's natural. That's natural. Kasi nga, kaya nga hindi sila chinarge. Kasi nga, tumitestigo sila. Pag hindi sila tumestigo, di charge namin sila. O co-accused na sila.
Co-accuse sila ni Martin
Oh,
Romualdez.
magiging co-accused sila. Meron silang
In what particular
accessories.
case, sir?
Accessories after the fact. Covering up. Pinagtatakpan nila. Oh. Ano? Di ba? Kung ano ang nagpalit sa kanilang isipan, kayo na magusga. Alangan naman ako magsabi kung ano nangyari dyan.
Sir, na-interview din po itong si Attorney Baligod sa Las Piñas Court kasi nag-post sila ng bail doon sa kaso po na final po ni na Representative De Lima. Sa interview po sinabi ni Attorney Baligod na itong apat daw po ay inamin, yung may ilan daw po doon sa kanila na umamin na inaalok nga daw po ng pera para nga bumaliktad.
Hindi ko alam eh. Kaya nga sabi ko nga yung credibility niya, credibility ng witnesses, we will see them in court. Sa korte na yan. Kasi you may make a big thing out of it, but I tell you, it's to our advantage. Makikita mo talaga how desperate that camp is to take away the witnesses against them because we have built a solid case already. Oh,
Okay, you're referring to a camp that is
yes.
taking away the
The camp of
witnesses.
the accused.
Sir, sa'yo naman galing, sir.
The camp of the accused. You know what we're talking about?
So you think
The camp of former Speaker Romualdez, his lawyers, his strategists, his advisors, yung mga tumutulong sa kanya, kasama na yan. I wish I could give the other names, but wag muna. Saka na natin sabihin yung mga ibang pangalan.
kumaga they're chipping away the
Oh, they're
evidence?
trying to do it. Yeah. They're trying to do
Okay,
it.
okay.
They're desperate.
Sir, just to clarify, you're saying po na posible na ang kampo po ni na Martin Romualdez ang nasa likod sa pag-recant
Siyempre,
ng apat?
siyempre. Sino pa? Sino pa? Sino pa ba ibang makikinabang dyan pag nag-recant yan? O, di ba? O.
Sir, naging careless po ba ang ombudsman dun sa sunod-sunod na parang pagkatalo ng ombudsman, yung pagbasura ng Sandigan Bayan na malit sa mga kaso, si dating DPW Secretary Manuel Bunuan, tapos upang maging state witness laban kay dating speaker, ang pagkakalob ng anti-graft ng piyansa kay dating Senador Bong Revilla.
Oh.
Tapos itong pag-atras ng
Meron na ba final decision?
Wala pa naman. Pero may
So,
effect.
sa tanong ko sa iyo, pag may wala pang final decision,
Yes, sir.
ano yon? This is a long war. And it's only a battle. And it's not even finished. Those battles are not even finished yet. Marami pa yan. Marami pa kami paglalabanan dyan.
May epekto po ba yun, Secretary?
Anong tanong yan? What question is that? What's your question? Next question.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, so sa madaling sabi lang ano po sa para sa mga
Parang
ordinaryo.
kargado kasi. Hindi, parang kargado lang. Parang gano'n lang.
Anyway, sir, sa madali lang maunawaan ng mga kababayan natin dahil pumutok nga kagabi yung recantation issue na to. So ibig sabihin po nito, paninindigan ng ombudsman yung pong mga nauna nilang sinabi at
Paninindigan
yung
namin.
pong doon.
At merong maglalabas kami ng testigo na sa lahat ng pangyayari sa pagpirma ng mga affidavit.
So yung recant nila ron, sir, bahala na po sila kung sa korte po nila gagawin yun. Alright. Thank you, sir.
Ombudsman, magandang hapon po. Grant Hilario from Bombo Radio. Sir, on other cases po, kumusta po yung investigation sa kaso naman doon sa energy kay Congressman Leviste and Senator Ligarda?
Tuloy-tuloy. Tuloy-tuloy yung investigation namin.
How about, sir, napabalita po na kinumpirma ng NBI na nakaalis na po si Senator Ligarda at si Representative Leviste?
Yung ba tatakasan talaga nila? I don't think tatakas sila. Babalik yan.
Okay, sir.
Babalik yan. Naniniwala kami, babalik.
Thank you, sir.
Baka gusto nilang umuwi na nakaposas pag hindi sila bumalik, di ba? Oo.
Hi, Ombudsman. Sir, Herlene Delgado from ABS-CBN. Sir, ibang topic lang. There's this Rappler report on Bong Revilla's sister allegedly bagging 5 billion pesos worth of infrastructure projects.
Yes.
And dun sa bailiwick nila sa Cavite, and apparently in 2 brothers and a nephew nag-serve as lawmakers during those times. So are we looking also into this?
Yes, we've been investigating that. We have a team on top of it. We've been doing that since for the past, kasi alam nyo, 10 months na nga kami rito, no? We're almost 10 months here. And it's not easy to build cases. And we will not file cases unless we have the evidence. So, kinokompleto lang namin bago namin i-file. Kasi ang philosophy namin, pag nag-file kami, ready kami to present in court. At ano yan, karamihan yan, mag-move kami for continuous trial pag settle down na lahat. Okay?
Medyo tautological yung question. No? Pero does the recantation as submitted, I mean as published, no, make false the claims in the complaint affidavit? Or kasi...
No, it does not. It does not. Ano nga yan eh? Afterthought na yan eh. Afterthought na yan eh. It's an afterthought. Okay?
Sir, bonus round. A legal question and as former DOJ. On the issue of the extradition of Pastor Kibuloy, can the U.S. ask for extradition while there's a case pending before the RTC?
That is something to be settled by the DOJ. There are choices. They will have to ask the complainant on what the wish of the complainant is. Kasi syempre, he's in jail because of the complainant. It's an active complaint in court. But that is the issue to be settled now, is what the complainant wishes to happen. Okay? Thank you. Thank you.
Sir. Thank you, sir.
Mga kababayan, napanood nyo naman yung video, napanood nyo naman yung pahayag ni Ombudsman Rimulya. So, bahala na kayong umintindi, bahala na kayong magpasya kung alin ba, sino ba ang inyong paniniwalaan. Ang ex-Marines ba o ang Ombudsman? So, bahala na kayong magtimbang-timbang sa mga bagay-bagay.